So you want to have a relaxing summer, but also check everything off of your bucket list for this summer. Well, you have stumbled across the perfect video because today we're going to be talking about how to be a hot girl, do everything you want to do, but also be productive, get things done. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Sitting Angel, and I'm going to be your best friend when it comes to productivity, school, and anything in between. So make sure to subscribe and welcome and stay a while. And let's get into everything you need to be a hot girl and be productive this summer. To get in that summer mood, we have to have a clean space. We need to feel like we are gonna have an amazing summer. And my personal favorite way of doing that is resetting, which always means cleaning for me because I have the tendency to have a messy room. I'm a pretty organized person, but then once I put something where it doesn't belong, I leave it there. So we are working on that today. We're working on that this summer. When I think of hot girl summer, I think of like putting yourself first. I don't think like, clubbing or things like that. If you like that, then that's cool. But I think of just putting yourself first, self-care, doing things that make you happy, and that is the goal for this summer. When I say productive, I don't mean busy. Everyone's definition of productive is a little bit different. And if you finish the day and you've truthfully done one thing, but you feel like you accomplished that one thing, then you can call that day productive. So when I mean productive, I don't mean busy, like you have all these things you need to do. I just am saying like you feel like you've accomplished something this summer. I have the tendency sometimes to like want to have a really relaxing summer, but I feel like I did nothing. So if you don't want to have that feeling, this is like the perfect thing to do. We need to start building habits. We need to start building things that are just gonna work for this summer. I also do have a part-time job, so that kind of takes up a lot of my time in the summer too. But I also like to, just relax and do things. And I think the perfect way of doing that or starting it is to reset. When I mean reset, I mean detoxing, getting rid of, if you are a student like me, getting rid of all of your schoolwork and starting fresh, cleaning up the room, even changing it up would honestly help you get into that mindset of like, okay, now it's summer, let's change it up, let's do better. And let's just have like the best summer ever, even if it's having the most minimal things to do. It's just having a summer that you feel like you've accomplished something. And that's like the perfect thing that you need, honestly. You don't have to please anybody. It's all for you, because of you. And think about it that way, like we're going to be taking care of ourselves. I just think that resetting and getting into like that mindset of like, okay, now it's summer, changing up your room. Look at how clean my room looks now. Hopefully it stays like that for the summer. I doubt it will, because I have a very bad tendency of like not putting things where they belong. So if you need to clean your room, clean it. That was your motivation to do it. If you need to do laundry like me, then do your laundry. If you just need to change up your room to get into the summer mindset, do that, because that is the first step to having your productive and summer, checking everything off that bucket list and just feeling like you've actually accomplished something this summer. I think the next important thing is to make a routine. Now, I'm not saying wake up at 6 or 7 a.m. every single day and like that's gonna make you productive. No, everyone is different. I personally feel productive if I wake up before 10 and like get things done. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like I have that. So if you are not a morning person, do not make yourself wake up early. Again, you're trying to do things that make us feel good, that make us happy. And I don't think waking up early, I know a lot of people think that being a hot girl or just like being productive means waking up early. Wrong. Being productive is doing things that make you feel like you've accomplished something. So again, like I said earlier, it's not being busy, it's not waking up early, it's just making sure that you are essentially doing things that make you feel accomplished. So I like to write down a to-do list, and I always put down like literally like the most basic things. Like if I have to like take my dog out at this time, if I want to watch a show, I plan it out so that I have that time to just chill, do whatever I want. If I'm going out with my friends, all these things are really important to just making you just successful for the summer. Also make sure you know what type of like lifestyle you want to live this summer. Do you want to have a fast-paced summer, a slow pace where you wake up at whatever time and you journal and you just have time for yourself? Like all these things are super important. And I think making a routine, even if it's not like set in stone every day, will help you kind of just accomplish things this summer and not just like chill, I guess. The next one is like simple but important, is just to get out and explore. I think this summer you really got to do something that's for you. Like have some solo days, go on a walk. I like to go to the library and get a book and like read in the library for like an hour or so. I just think it's really important to like get out and like do things yourself, because it just kind of builds confidence. Like you're more independent, like if you can do things yourself. But also I just think it's fun to like change things up. So try to do something like every week where you do something for yourself and get out, socialize, get some vitamin D because it's very important, and just like spend some alone time and really like get to know yourself. I think that's another really important thing, is like reflect on like what you like to do, what you don't like to do, and like go out, go to some cafes or something. It's just fun to like go out and like try new things, and like it's summer, you can literally do whatever you want, and this is the perfect time to do it. So like I mentioned, me time. I really think it's important to just like take time to yourself. Even if you like are really social and you are a social butterfly, you love hanging out with people, I think it's important to like do things like by yourself and like do something that like, you have like some gratification of like, I did this like by myself, but like I enjoyed it, So one thing I like to do is journaling. I think hobbies are just a really nice thing to have because, they give you something to do. Sometimes I feel like when, like I've mentioned, like in the past, I've had summers where I just want to relax and I just want to like chill, don't want to worry about school, don't want to worry about anything. And I just focus on like relaxing so much that sometimes I get bored. And I feel like having hobbies is a good thing to do because then you always have something to do. And then if you have a variety of hobbies, like if you don't want to do one, you can do another. So a couple of like hobbies I like to do, I like to journal, I like to read. I've been doing like beaded jewelry, like beaded rings for some reason. I do my own nails. So all these things like take up time, but like they're towards something that makes me feel good about myself. Like I love doing my nails because I like the way I look with them. I'm going on vacation soon and I haven't done my nails in 5 weeks and it's driving me insane, guys. Like don't look at my nails in these clips because they look so outgrown. But like doing my nails, I take forever. I take like 4 hours doing like the most, like if it's simple, yeah, but if I do like really complex designs, then it takes a while. But like these are things that I like to do and I feel like I have me time and I feel like I'm like improving like myself as a person, So just having hobbies and things to do actually is just fun, and it's like the perfect time to like explore and get out of your normal routine, because like who's gonna stop you? It's summer. The last thing that is simple but like important is self-improvement. What I mean by that is like self-care, doing things that are gonna improve you in some way, make you a better person. Just like doing things that like help you in some way, like you're helping yourself. I am taking notes over like how to improve my YouTube game, pretty much, like how to like be a better YouTuber. That is something that's really important to me. Like you guys are really important to me in my channel. So like, I got to do research, and like this is a perfect time to do it because I have so much free time. And then like self-care, like, if I talked about it earlier in this video, like taking time for yourself is super important. And I feel like, again, I have a big audience of like students, so like we get stressed out during school season, and like, sometimes you don't think about yourself mentally. I think right now is the perfect time to like take a break, take a breather, and think about like what you need to do to like be back to like being yourself and like not have all the stress of like being in an academic setting. I think those are really, really important. So doing things that are like gonna improve you is different for everyone. So like I'm doing things to like improve my YouTube game. I also am doing Duolingo. I'm taking French. I'm a Spanish major, if you didn't know, if you're new here. Spanish major, education minor. I'm studying to be a high school history teacher, please. High school Spanish teacher. And part of the Spanish major is literally to take another language. So I'm taking French. So that's another thing that I'm doing. I'm also working on drinking more greens and like eating healthier this summer just for myself. Like, I love Bloom. Not sponsored, by the way, but if they wanted to sponsor me, I wouldn't be opposed. And right now I'm drinking the citrus one. I'm making one for me and my mom. So you know, simple things like that, like just like taking care of yourself physically, taking care of yourself mentally. All these things are very, very important. And I think, you know, we just kind of sometimes forget because we get in a routine, a habit of like doing the same things over and over and over. But take a day, take a couple hours just to do something that like makes you feel like you're improving upon yourself. So yeah, like I mentioned, I do Duolingo. I, you know, like to like do self-care, like skincare. I like to do my nails, like do my hair, like that's physical stuff. I like to read, that's kind of like more mental. So everyone has their different things, but I think self-improvement is just very, very important. But that is it for this video. In this video, we talked about just like making habits, having routines that are not only going to make you have a relaxing summer, but also a productive one. Again, productivity is different for everyone. As long as you feel accomplished at the end of the day, like when I have my Duolingo streak at 52 days, that makes me feel accomplished. That's it. Like one thing a day is enough, guys. You are enough. And I hope that this summer you have an amazing summer. Have that hot girl productive summer. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. And stay tuned until next Sunday's video because I promise you guys it will be an amazing one. Bye, angels.